At third base, out of Shipshewana, Indiana, double three, Houston Haney. Our first baseman this afternoon, he comes to us by way of Lucas, Ohio, number 34, Austin Baker. Doing the catching in game one, hails from South Bend, Indiana, 41, Gabe Douglas. Ontario, Canada, double four, Sid Elford. And the rest of the Lancers. Coaching staff includes Tom Roy, Ryan Roth, Justin Love, and Ryan Moore. The head coach of our Lancers in his second season, Cam Screeton. Barbara Bush, we thank you for her life of service and also her unabashed love for the Lord. And we remember the Bush family in our prayers in her passing as we pray. The flag of America is above the press box for the national anthem, which will follow the game prayer. God, thanks for loving us. Thanks for us a glorious day. As a reminder that you are in charge of creation, we take whatever days you give us, but boy, we sure enjoyed today to play this sport of baseball, our national pastime. Thanks for the Lancers, the Cougars, these men, these schools that they represent. Thanks for our umpires. Would you give all the participants today just the ability to perform their duties in a way that will glorify you. Thanks that we can pause from our routine to watch this wonderful sport. We ask for safety for the players as they compete. In Jesus' name, amen. The flag of America is above the press box. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Our national anthem. Well, let's play ball today. Again, this will be the opening game of a three-game set. It'll be a 1-9 inning affair today, and then we'll conclude the three-game series with the doubleheader tomorrow.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Justin Barron. Alongside me is Nicholas Foster on this beautiful Friday afternoon here at the Miller Athletic Complex. It's Grace College baseball taking on the Spring Arbor Cougars all the way from Spring Arbor, Michigan. Like I mentioned, I'm Justin Barron. Alongside me in the broadcast booth this afternoon, Nick Foster. Nick, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited to see what both teams have in store for us today. It's a wonderful day to just come out here and watch, and I hope we get to see a good game today.
Yeah, definitely. Let's talk a little bit about the records before the batters come out for Spring Arbor. Grace, they've struggled all season long, being 5-11 in Crossroads League play, 526. In regular season, all 5 wins have been coming off of conference wins. Spring Arbor, they at least have a winning record in conference play. They're 9-8, but overall they're 19-20. This is the first meeting between the two teams, and tomorrow afternoon we'll have a doubleheader, so you can come right back here to gclancers.com/live to watch those games. A lot of stuff going on this afternoon. Grace softball's on the field today, and I believe they're taking on Bethel. You can watch that game as well. But thanks for sticking here and watching this one.
Catching and Aaron Volro on the bump. Pitching game one.
First batter for Spring Arbor's coming up to the plate. Number 1, Chris Triplett. He's a junior infielder from Flushing, Michigan.
Third baseman Chris Triplett.
As we mentioned, a beautiful day for baseball. First pitch on its way at 3:58 in the afternoon, 52 degrees in Winona Lake, Indiana. First is a ball. So 1-0's the count here. A dinger right out to center field. Let's see if they get that. No, falls right behind a center fieldman. Looks like that was number 27, Hunter Ackerman, and that's going to get a double play for Triplett. Not the way you want to start the game, especially if you're the Lancers right now. Once you're down, it's really hard to get back up, and that's happened all season long. Jack Driscoll, the number 2 batter. He's a senior infielder from Plymouth, Michigan, a graduate of Salem High School. He's in the box now. Clean count pitch on its way. Right in there for a ball. He had that bunt position but decided not to go for it. 0-1's the count. Or 1-0. Triplett still on second for the Cougars. Another bunt. That's right there, right in front of the catcher, and that one straddles the line and just rests right on the line, the foul line. And that's going to send Driscoll to first and Triplett to third. Francisco Odina, the senior outfielder from Puerto Rico, is now making his way to the batter box. What's really nice about Spring Arbor, their roster, well represented in Michigan, in Indiana, and Ohio. In Florida, we see a member from Florida on that roster. Oh, 1 count for Odina. 0-1 right down, right by the pitcher. We got Triplett in a pickle right here, and he's going to be called out. Nice move by Grace's pitcher to grab that ball right before it flew right past him.
Now designated hitter, number 33, Vince.
And to make the out, Vincent Hirschberger, freshman from Napanee, Indiana, is now at the plate.
You're on first name basis, sir. Hey, Vince.
So light I couldn't read it.
That's the only thing about the canary color. It's the last one in the carbon copies. So.
Pitch on its way. That looked like it was in there. But the umpire's not calling anything, so that will be ball 1. 1-0 count with 1 out at the top of the first. Thank you for joining us on the gclancer.com/live website. Lancer baseball taking on Spring Arbor. Driscoll thought about running, decided not to go for it.
Sorry, guys, a little crisis here in the other world front, so thank you for being here.
Down the middle. Called ball again. Nick, I don't know about that call. That seemed like that was clean down the middle.
It does too. It seems like the ump isn't calling anything for being strikes.
If I remember correctly, he's called 1 strike the entire ball game. I mean, granted, we are still early in this game. Outside. Ball 3. 3-0 count. Three-0 pitch on its way. Strike 1. 3-1. Way outside for ball 4. And Hirschberger will take his base. Bases are loaded. This is number 16, Peyton Harding, the freshman from Belleville, Michigan.
Now for Spring Arbor, number 16, Peyton Harding.
Nick, you never want to have bases loaded with 1 out, in the inning. And here we're getting into that middle part of the batting order. This is where your strongest batters are. Pitch on its way. That's foul. Way out of there.
Boral. Like quarrel. Boral.
Boral's on the mound for the Lancers. We wanted to make sure we got his pronunciation right before we said anything. Pitch on its way. Way outside once more. That one seemed to straddle the box. 2-0 your count. Swing and a miss for Harding. Harding, he averages 250. He's had 49 at-bats. 2-1 count. Pitch on its way. Right down the middle. Called ball. 3-1 your count with 1 out at the top of the first. Ryan Markins, the head coach or the head manager of the Spring Arbor Cougars. This is his second season. Cam Screeton, he's the coach of the Lancers. It's his second season as well. The 3-1 pitch from Voral on its way. Outside once more, but we have a swing and a miss, and that's going to be a strike. And an out. Lancers will take that right now. They should, be thankful for that. Should take anything they can get right now. They haven't had any easy breaks right now. Bases still loaded. Evan Laurie, the freshman pitcher outfielder from Howell, Michigan. Graduate of Franklin Road Christian. Ooh, wow. Hits right towards second base, but pitcher misses it. Second baseman misses it. And the Cougars are able to add 2 runs on the board. Wow, not the way that you want things to go. That was a beautiful hit.
Now up number 30, Emilio Perez.
Emilio Perez, a senior catcher from Puerto Rico.
I'm good.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Perez averages 238. He's had 84 at-bats.
I am so sorry. That was not intentional. I am just a
Actually,
dork.
okay. I came straight from the barn, so you're not gonna mess up my outfit or anything.
Played 38 games. Called strike.
You just really want to eat that popcorn.
Good thing I wasn't trying to, romance you. It would have been a great start. Like throw the popcorn all over
It'd
you.
have been a good story.
What You're kind.
2 outs, 1 out to go in the top of the first. Pitch from Burrell. Check swing. Players thought about running. Decided against it.
You in Chad's class? Good for you.
1-1's your count. Or 2-0's your count.
They're at softball. Spring Arbor didn't. I got a few. I don't know why most of them. Yeah, it's just.
Burrell thought about throwing it to the second baseman. Decided against it. He's thinking about it. 2-0 pitch on its way. In there for strike 1. Beautiful pitch from Voral. It's getting a little windy out there, if you cannot tell. 2-1 pitch is on its way. Swing and a miss. player run into third, and he's going to be in a pickle. Let's see if they get him here. Out number 3, and that's going to retire the side. Well, that's out number 3. Lancers will be up bat next. 1, 2, 3 coming up. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this.
Well, today's start of the 3-game series between Grace and Spring Arbor being broadcast on the YouTube network, GC Lancer.
What does it mean to be a Lancer, being MVP? Being a Grace Lancer is about being a champion of character. Champions who see, stretch, and strive on moment. We study the game, we practice longer, go harder, reach deeper, and dedicate all our effort toward one shot that matters, one serve, one swing, one moment. These are the moments that change us, define us, and lead us toward a lifetime of teamwork, persistence, and service. A lifetime of character. The life of a Lancer.
And we're back. We're here at the bottom of the first. The 1, 2, 3 batters coming up for the Lancers. As we mentioned, a beautiful Friday afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on the GC Lancer Network. I'm Justin Perry. Nick Foster joining me in the broadcast booth out on this sunny day. 52 degrees. Man, I've missed that weather.
I have too. It's just great that
For
they get to finally have a game out in the warm to where everyone can just come out and watch and enjoy the good game of baseball.
Yeah, that's for sure. Cameron Maxwell, number 1 batter. He wears number 8. He's a junior infielder. He's 5'10" from Elkhart Memorial. Wanting to put something on the board early for the Lancers. Let's see if he could do that. As we mentioned, softball's on the field today as well. Their game started at 3 o'clock, and they're playing Bethel. Pitch on its way. Swing, and that one's going to throw all the way to right field and fall right between the shortstop or the second baseman and the
Next up
right
for the
fielder.
Lancers, third baseman, Houston Haney.
Number 33, Houston Haney, the freshman pitcher infielder from Shipshawana. 6'3", he's at the bat now for the Lancers. Gavin Harris is the pitcher for the Cougars. She throws the first, trying to get Maxwell out. He'll be safe. Once again, throws it over to first, but Maxwell's safe once more. I'm sure Houston Haney's ready for his first pitch. First pitch on its way. High ball.
A little bit of an underhand delivery, didn't he?
Yeah,
Three-quarter.
three-quarters.
Those pinstripe white pins, yeah, they're pinning them. A little Yankee look out there. Amazing blues with the Yanks.
1-0 count. Throws over to first base.
Their color scheme follows U of M. I like that pop and yellow. The Michigan University. That ball really has some movement on it.
That ball falls foul once more. Haney averages 248.
Press box on Pine
He's had 101 at-bat opportunities. He started and played all 30 games for the Lancers. Or 31 games.
Wow, I got squeezed there.
He's not calling that. We're going to be here until the cows come home. I forgot you're on radio.
The catcher,
Sorry.
Kyle Harris, it looks like, is going to go talk to Gavin Harris.
Be the first time. I didn't cuss.
Nice brother duo. No, correction, that is Peyton Harding. Peyton Harding went to go have a little discussion with Gavin. He seems to be struggling a little bit. Pitch on its way. Strike one. Three one. Pitch on its way. Swing. Going out the left field. See if they get it. They pull it down for out number one. Cameron Maxwell makes his way over to first.
Next up for the Lancers, first baseman, Austin Baker.
Austin Baker, the 6'2 senior from Lucas, Ohio, a graduate of Clear Fork High School, is now at the bat in the third position for the Lancers. On deck, number 41, Gabe Douglas. Pitch from Harris on its way. Check swing. Strike one. Beautiful pitch from Harris. 0-1 count. Maxwell's still at first. He's going to throw over to first, make sure that Maxwell isn't getting too far away from that base. He's done that quite a bit. 0-1 count. Oh, swing. That one is in the stance. Foul ball, resulting in strike two. I don't know how that works. If someone gets to keep it, take it home as a souvenir, I don't know. Maybe get the ball signed by the players after the game. Oh, 2 pitch from Harris, a swing. That one's going to go into right center field, or left center field. That one's going. And at the warning track, Maxwell's going to try to make his way home. Will he do it? No, he's going to stay at third base. Beautiful. Beautiful play by Austin Baker. Almost went yard, but stopped just in time before falling at the warning track. This leaves the Lancers with 2 men in scoring position, and Gabe Douglas, a 5'11 junior from South Bend, Indiana, graduate of Riley High School, on base or at the bat now. Douglas batting .215. See how he does.
Second and third, 1 out. Got to at least get a ball out of the infield.
Got a time. He's going to swing a little bit more. Douglas will. Make sure he has a swing down the way he wants it. Oh, man, hit by pitch. He's going to take his base, and I can imagine Gabe Douglas is not happy about that.
Now batting for the Lancers, center fielder Hunter Ackerman.
It seems like both Vroyal and Harris have really struggled with pitching in this first inning.
Entering the game as a courtesy runner, or just courtesy running, I should say, for Douglas, the Lancer, Spencer Mason.
Spencer Mason going to be taking the running position for Austin Baker, or Gabe Douglas. Believe it or not, Spencer Mason is my RA. Yeah. Had a very nice article written about him by one of the hallmates in the Sounding Board, the campus newspaper, on how just he balances baseball and being an RA. I mean, the man does it all. He's really quite the guy, very strong in his faith, and love talking with him. He's a great guy. Pitch on its way from Harris, no. Hunter Ackerman, the 6'2 junior from Mansfield, Ohio, graduate of Madison High School. Ackerman bats 200 even. It's at 95 at-bats. Let's see what happens here. Bases loaded for the Lancers. Pitch on its way, ball.
We got to punch a few across here. Well, I would hit that Grace Lancer name out left center. That'd be a nice power alley shot.
As we said, bases loaded. Pitch on its way. Ball again. No strikes thrown at this at-bat for Ackerman.
He's like a knuckleball.
See what the count is. 3-0. 3-0 count with 1 out. Bottom of the first, pitch on its way. Strike one. Spring Arbor's up 2-0, but Grace has 2 men in scoring position. Pitch on its way.
Yep.
Strike one, strike two.
Hunter, what are you looking at?
Full count now. Easily how things turn. Things turn pretty easily, or I should say.
You're not going to be cute anymore.
2 consecutive strikes. Third one on its way. No, but they might get this double play, and they will not. 1 out for the Lancers. They do get 1 in scoring position.
Now batting for Grace, right fielder David Anderson.
Sixth position, David Anderson, wearing number 12, a 5'10 sophomore from Marsh, Pennsylvania. Men on first and on third for the Lancers. Mr. Maxwell came home. Anderson bats .448. This is prime position right here for him. 2 men on base. Let's bring him home with 1 out left. Swing, no.
One of our hotter batters right now. Had a good week.
0-1 count.
Did you knock a yard on one of them? You did? I thought so. Didn't even know. Come on, David. Get that back part of the bat on the ball.
Pitch on its way, swing, and that one's going to go out to right field. And the right fieldsman, number 35, Evan Laurie's going to drop that, and they're going to bring 2 home. Let's see if Anderson gets to second. Will he? Yes, he will. He brings 2 men home, 2 RBIs, and he stopped at second, thought about going to third. He probably could have made third, but attaboy for going
Now at
back
the plate
to second.
Lancers. Left fielder
3-2 is the
Jared
ball
Mullen.
game. Is the score. Jaron Mullet, a 5'9 freshman from Napanee, graduate of Northwood, is now at the bat for the Lancers. Kind of boosts the team's morale after bringing 2 men home after David Anderson's double.
That was a thing of beauty.
Pitch on its way from Harris. Strike 1.
That's a knee buckler curveball.
Pitch on its way. No. Ball. 1-1 should count. Mentioned a beautiful day for baseball. A little bit breezy. It's a pitch on its way. Nice little curveball right on the inside. Two ones to count. Pitch on its way. Swing. That one's going to stay infield. Will they get that out? Yes, they will. That's going to retire the side. Grace goes into the top of the second up. 3-2. We're going to take a quick break. Folks, don't go anywhere. You're listening to Grace College Baseball. And welcome back to Grace College Baseball. We're here at the top of the second. Grace, beautiful play made by David Anderson. far hit to bring 2 men home and gave Grace the lead 3-2. I'm Justin Perrin. Alongside me, Nick Foster. Nick, you had class this afternoon.
Yeah, I did. It was a pretty tough chemistry lecture today.
Oh man, what are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in health science for PA focus.
Okay. Yeah, chemistry. I could never do that. Even integrated chemistry in high school, it wasn't my thing. Pitch on its way. Perez hits that out into right center field, pulled down by the right fieldsman Anderson. Out number 1. That was fast.
Yep.
3 up, 3 down. Let's get it done.
Now for the Spring Arbor, left fielder, number 8, James Hall.
James Hall, the senior infielder from Canton, Michigan. Batting lefty. Strike 1. On deck, Danilo Leon for the Cougars. That one's ball, or foul, I should say. So 0-2's the count with 1 out. Vorel's still in the pitcher's circle for the Lancers. Pitch on its way, swing, and wow, Vorel pulled that one down. That was beautiful. That was a thing of beauty.
Up for the Cougars, number 11, Danilo Leon.
The way that ball looked, I didn't think he'd get it.
I didn't think either. I thought it was going to go between his legs.
That's a tough one.
Danilo Leon, freshman shortstop from Doral, Florida, graduate of Reagan High School, or Reagan.
Okay.
Pitch on its way. That one's going to be ball 1. Folks, if you were out at the Miller Athletic Complex today, you would notice not only here, but all around the United States that the flags are at half-mast as that ball falls for ball 2. The reason that the flags are at half-mast is due to the passing of former First Lady Barbara Bush. She's married to the first George Bush, and she passed away the other day. That ball is going to go for foul. So if that's why you're wondering why the flags are at half-mast, not only here, but all over, it's because of the passing of the former First Lady, Barbara Bush. The 2-1 pitch from Vorel is on its way now, and that one called time. That one looked like it hit Leon, and it did. The umpire's going to talk to Vorel. Yeah. That's
Up for the Cougars, number 1.
a player on both sides that have gotten hit by a pitch. Like I said, pitching, it's been a struggle this afternoon. I don't know. I mean, the wind could probably, I think it's a big deciding factor on that. And it's very windy out here.
Also be that they're not used to playing in this nice of weather. They're used to playing these cold games. Their bodies aren't used to it.
Exactly.
You didn't throw it at me this time.
Oh, man, stealing. Will they get it out? Yeah. Out number 3 is Danilo Leon. Caught stealing, where it's able to throw it at second and get the man out. Nice job by the Lancers. But, hey, don't go anywhere. Bottom of the second coming up next.
And then I'm going to go be the second person for Mario Kart.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
I was supposed to play beach volleyball today, but then they took me out of it, and I'm like, that sucks.
Yeah, that stinks. And welcome back Lancer baseball taking on Spring Arbor. You may have heard us. We were talking about the Joust. The Joust is a 4-day event that takes place on campus. And, from what I understand, a lot of other schools do it. And it's a 4-day competition. The campus gets split up into 4 different teams. And they just have fun. They do crazy events. They're doing Family Feud tonight. And, what are some of the events that you're participating in?
Well, I'm participating in tonight. There's Knockout, which is going to be a fun one. Then they have some of the video games, like the really popular Battle Royale game Fortnite tonight. They're going to be on teams of 4 doing some squad, seeing who can get the most kills and see if anyone can bring back that dub. There's also Knockout, and right now as we're watching some baseball and softballs going on, they have Ultimate Frisbee going on, but it's just a great way just to get to know people on campus and just compete in events that we love.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it, a great way to get to know people on campus, as that's strike number 1. Sid Elford is at the bat for the Lancers. He's a catcher as well, 6'1" sophomore from Ontario. Pitch on its way, swing and a miss, strike 2. But yeah, like you mentioned, that's a great way to get to know campus and get to know other people. And like I said, the teams are, there's 4 different teams, and the entire campus is split up into those 4 teams. Swing and a dinger, and that one's going to fall foul if they don't grab it here, and they do. That's out 1. Wow. Nice catch made by the first baseman, number 30, Emilio Perez.
Shortstop for the Lancers, Ethan Brooks.
Ethan Brooks, the number 9 batter for the Lancers. Number 31, 6' sophomore. Swing, that one's going to go out to center field. Will it go? Going, and it's going out to the warning track. Center fieldsman was not able to get it in time, and he's going to stay at first. Wow. Beautiful play. Beautiful swing. Loved hearing that crack of the bat.
Up next, number 8, Cam Maxwell.
Cam Maxwell came home earlier. He originally went to first base. Cameron Maxwell batting .253 on the season.
You're right, you're teaching.
Yeah, they didn't think that touch first. You could have
Gotcha. Hey, Mr. Jackson, I'm on my John Deere tractor.
Pitch on its way.
Take your base.
That's his 3rd hit player of this ball game. Lancers have had 2 players make it to base. Spring Arbor's had 1. I think the officials need to start talking to some pitchers. Number 33, Houston Haney, up to bat now. Haney, let's see what he bats.
Very nice. That's nice.
248.
Really good. Very nice. Nice cadence. Come on,
Strike
Houston.
1.
Hit the ball like you have a problem. A little joke there from Apollo 13. Houston, we have a problem. Okay.
As we mentioned, Lady Lancers are taking on Bethel. You can make sure you get a hold of that game. We'll try to get a score update for you later on.
Houston, we have a problem.
All 1 count. The pitch is on its way for Haney. Ball 1, correction, 1-1 count. As we mentioned, Lancers and Spring Arbor will take each other on again tomorrow for a doubleheader. 2-1's the count with 1 out. Softball actually landed in the baseball field at a called time. Austin Baker's in the on deck for the Lancers. 2-1. Pitch from Harris on its way. Swing. That one's going to fall foul. 2-2. I like the hustle from Ethan Brooks. As soon as he heard the crack of that bat, he was off. 2-2 count with 1 out. Harris with the pitch. Swing. Once more, foul.
My wife has offered to get us something. That's a good idea, Donna.
Pitch on its way. Swing. That one's going to fall right past
Nice. Off the bag.
That one's going to fall right past the shortstop. For the second baseman, shortstop came to fill in a second.
Up for the
He missed
Lancers,
it.
Number 34, Austin Baker.
Bases are loaded. Austin Baker, the third batter, is on deck or is batting now for the Lancers. Baker bats .245. This is his 104th at-bat.
How about a grand salami here?
Pitch on its way, swing, no.
He can do it. Oh, hey,
It's going to be ball 1.
he did. Oh, he got one here. I think it was a head turner. It was the guy in left field just stand, turn, and look. It was glorious. He just got all of it.
Pitch on its way, swing. That one's going to fall foul.
Good try, Ethan. That's good base running.
Grace College, I mean, as it's the 20th, they've had some winning success. April 11th, they took on Marion at Marion. It was a doubleheader. They won 5-3 and then 7-5. I mean, other than that, they've had a win against Indiana Wesleyan and a win against Bethel. And a win against St. Francis, but other than that, L's stricken the schedule for the Lancers. A swing, and that one's going to fall foul.
Could have been disastrous. He could have grabbed that, touched the plate, and thrown it. Oh my, I'm glad. Okay, he's
1-1 count.
I got 0-2.
Indiana Wesleyan sits at top of the conference, 14-5 in conference play. Grace handing them a loss. Then Huntington at 2, Taylor at 3, Spring Arbor at 4, Marion at 5.
Take your base.
Take your base. That's going to leave a player at home for Grace, or bring in someone home. It's another hit player. Gavin Harris has just been having a rough time trying to find that strike zone.
Catcher Gabe Douglas.
Marion at 5, Mount Vernon at 6, Goshen 7, St. Francis, then Grace and Bethel sits at the bottom spot of the conference.
Come on, Gabe. Bust this puppy open, huh?
Gabe Douglas now at the bat.
A lot of room between left and center, man.
Pitch on its way, swing. That one's going to go foul. Hopefully that doesn't hit a vehicle.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty rough. Hitting a vehicle. Now I see you're drinking a sweet tea. Was that at the concession stand?
Yes, it was. They have a ton of Coke
boy.
products, Powerades. It's really good.
That one's going to fall foul. Shoot, because I looked, but I didn't see any sweet tea, and I was kind of sad. So I settled on water. It's probably what I should be drinking anyway.
It's the nectar of the gods.
Water or sweet tea? Oh, water. Oh, yeah. Oh, 1 count with 1 out. Bases loaded for the Lancers. Wow, that was that's a ball if I've ever seen one, to be honest.
Yeah, it was pretty low.
Pretty low, way outside. 1-1 count.
Come on, Sidalicious.
Gabe Douglas at the plate. 1-1 count. pitch from Gavin Harris is on its way.
Boom.
Outside again. 2-1. Drace added another run to the tally after
2-1 here. This should be a meatball pitch.
after Austin Baker was hit by the pitch.
Bases loaded, 1 out. He can't do too much except give him something to hit. Yep.
Swing. Player out at third.
Ah,
Double play at first.
Not very nice what they did.
And that's going to retire the side. Third inning action coming up next. Folks, don't go anywhere. You're watching Grace College Baseball. And we're back. Top of the third.
Starting top of the third, number 1, Chris
Here at the
Triplett.
Miller Athletic Complex. Beautiful day for baseball. And, you know, Spring Arbor, coming all the way from Michigan, they have traveled extremely well. Chris Triplett, number 1 batter for the Lancers. He is at the batter's box. Swing, that one's going to go foul.
That might hit glass. Oh, yep. Heard a thud. I think that was dirt. Yep, that's good.
Trying to pull up some softball stats for you right now. Grace College is up
Maybe on that one.
7-1
Starting at third.
against
Baseball parlance would be
the Bethel Lady Pilots. And they have another game at 5 o'clock. They're playing a doubleheader. That ball's going to fall right in between.
duck snort. Oh, that's good. That's good effort right there.
You know, you had the first baseman out there, the right fielder out there, the second baseman out there, all trying to get the ball, and the ball they formed a triangle. The ball dropped right in the middle of that.
All right, number 2.
Not what you want to see if you're the head manager.
Now up for the Cougars, number 2, Jack Driscoll.
Jack Driscoll, the senior infielder from Plymouth, Michigan, at the plate now.
Nice ringtone below. Oh, pleasant. Hi.
Working at the base.
Driscoll, batting .317.
Yeah.
He's played in all 40 games for the Cougars.
Yeah.
Sounds like one of the outtakes from Rush Hour with Chris Tucker.
Film in a movie.
The
You're
peaceful
wasting its
batting.
film. Can't call you now.
Yeah.
Are you down there, you know,
Forrell's looking at first base, making sure no one's there.
Okay, you can get one. You can get one. That's a nice play. Good bunt.
Yes.
1 out
She's
after the pitcher Vorel threw it over to the first
Now
baseman.
batting for the Cougars, center fielder
Austin Baker.
Franco Andina.
Francisco Andina from Puerto Rico is at the plate now. He's batting .290 for the Cougars.
no grandma.
Team average is .275 on the season for the Cougars. For the Lancers, it's .228. Swing, and that one's going to fall fair, but
That went off his body. Foul ball.
it's a foul ball. Is what they're calling it. Strike one. 0-1 with 1 out.
Just a popular round.
Alright, tied. First game is a forfeit. So 1 game, 8 yards.
Here we go. Vorel getting ready to pitch, looking at second base, hitting the pitch. A swing. That one's going to fall foul right behind the Grace dugout. Oh, 2 count now. Once again, thank you for tuning in to watch this presentation of Grace Baseball. Justin Perry and Nick Foster on the call. 0-2 count with 1 out. Top of the third. Playing a 9-inning ball game. Pitch on its way. Swing. And that one's going to fall right by the third baseman. He's going to throw it over to first. No, not in time. And you have a player on third and a player on first. .33.
Now
Vincent
for the Cougars,
Hirschberger
number 33.
is at the plate
Vince
now.
Hirschberger.
Hirschberger batting .286. Had 120 at-bats now.
That's why I hesitated.
So his 100th and 21st. Can you imagine going to the plate that many times?
I can't.
You're averaging going to the plate about 3 times a game. One O's count with 1 out, a player on first and third. Vorel waiting on the call from the catcher Douglas. Pitch on its way, swing. That one's going to fall foul.
Hey, gorgeous. Come on up, Donna. This is my better half, Donna.
Can I get you a seat?
No, I don't want to see.
We're gonna go probably get us some food.
Probably good.
Pitch on its way. High. That was a high ball. Resulting in the 2-1 count. 4-2 is your score here at the Miller Athletic Complex. As we mentioned, Grace is up 7-1 over Bethel in softball play. They're playing a doubleheader, and their next game is scheduled to start in about 15 minutes. But who knows? They could be behind schedule. It might not start till 5:30. We'll see. It's ball 3. You definitely don't want this to happen. Put 3 players for Spring Arbor on base. That'd leave bases loaded with 1 out. Swing and a miss.
Go get us dinner. All right. Cool with that? Perfectly cool with that. Okay. I'll get enough food for both press boxes, okay? Including our guests.
You guys.
3-2 with 1 out.
It's for the amenities. Exactly.
See what Hirschberger does here. Full count. Swing, and that was high. He's going to walk.
Oh, this is not what we want. The lead.
Bases loaded now. Number 16 for the Cougars, Peyton Harding, from Bellevue, Michigan, is now at the plate.
Get you some dinner.
As we mentioned, a beautiful day for baseball, 1 out, but Harding's he's gonna want to check a couple things really quick. He called time. Swing, and that one's gonna fall foul. That might hit a car.
Yep.
Yep, and it hit a couple. It hit two vehicles. Played a little ping pong or Plinko. Bouncing all around. No one's the count. Pitch from Vorel on its way. High. 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. Lancers lead 2-4, or 4-2, I should say. And Peyton Harding's still at the plate for the Cougars. 1-1 pitch on its way. A swing, and that one's going to go ball again. Or a foul. Let's see if that hit any cars, but I could imagine it did. As bad as it sounds, I feel like as long as it doesn't hit mine, I'm okay.
Me too. I park far away each time because I see how far some of these players can hit the ball.
1-2 count. Pitch is on its way. Swing, and that's going to go out to center field. Let's see if they grab that. Yes, they do. Man at third coming home, and that's going to bring in another run. Who was that? That was Chris Triplett. Made it to first. Or made it home, I should say. 4-3.
Up to bat for the Cougars, right fielder number 35, Evan Laurie.
Evan Laurie now at the bat for the Cougars. Laurie is batting .281 on the season so far. They're down by 1. Smart decision by Triplett to make sure he ran home as fast as he could to narrow the Lancers' lead by 1. Pitches on its way. Called strike 1, and they're going to throw to second. Will that get there in time? Yes. Out number 3. That's going to retire the side. The Cougars add 1 on the scoreboard. They're still down by 1. 4-3 is your score here at the Miller Athletic Complex. Don't go anywhere. More action coming up next.
What does it mean to be a Lancer? It means more than being a committed student athlete, more than having the best mile time, the best batting average, the best chance at being MVP. Being a Grace Lancer is about being a champion of character. Champions who see, stretch, and strive for excellence in every area of their life. A Lancer dedicates their hard work and training toward one charge, one collision, one moment. We study the game, we practice teamwork,
And welcome back to Lancer baseball action. Number 27, Hunter Ackerman, he's batting 5th, so we have 5, 6, 7 coming up. Grace still has the 1-point advantage over the Cougars. Pitch on its way, swing right over to the second base, and that's going to lead to a single. David Anderson coming up to bat now. He's done a great job. He, I believe, leads the Lancers in batting average with .448.
Right fielder number 12.
Been in conference play, 12 games, .462. Harris threw over to the first baseman trying to get Ackerman out. Did not happen. Ball 1. Pitch on its way. Strike 1. That did not look like a strike. But then again, I'm not the one wearing black and gray, so I really can't, say anything. But it's official. Grace College, they won their softball game against Bethel 7-1 as Anderson hits it over to second. And they're going to get a double play there, no problem. that was pretty quick. A little 1-2 action.
Up to bat for the Lancers, number 5, Jaron Mullet.
Jaron Mullet, the 5'9" freshman, is now up to bat. Jaron Mullet is batting 242, and he's going to hit it over to shortstop. That's out number 3. So Grace is going to retire the side, not putting anything up on the board, but that's okay. So 8-9-1 coming up right after this for the Lancers. Don't go anywhere, folks. Top of the 4th coming up next. And welcome back. Top of the 4th action coming up here on GCLancers.com/live. Evan Lurie, the pitcher outfielder from Howell, Michigan, is now batting for Spring Arbor. As we mentioned a lot already, beautiful day for baseball. A little windy, but Lurie bats 281. Swing, no, he doesn't swing, but that was very high, almost, chest level with him. Let's see what he does here. Got to the point to where Lurie almost felt, well, he didn't almost, he did fall back because the ball was so close. And that pitch was thrown a little bit while it was windy. I mean, it was thrown when it was a little bit windy. Pitch on its way, 2-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. As we did mention, it's windy. Very windy. You can hear it through the mic now. And it's definitely affecting the pitches. Swing, that one's going to be way up. Will that hit the press box? No. Foul ball nonetheless, 2-2 count with no outs at the top of the 4th. Emilio Perez warming up to bat. He's in the warm-up circle. That's going to be strike 3. He's out.
Now up for Spring Arbor.
Perez batting 238.
Emilio Perez.
He's played in 34 games and started in 28. Thorold still on the mound for the Lancers. Strike 1. Pitch on its way, swing and a miss. 0-2 count. Best thing about working in the press box during a game or the bench for a basketball game is the candy that is offered. Pitch, swung, hit, thrown over to the second baseman, thrown over to first. That's out number 2. Nice little swing. Now batting
for the Cougars, number 8, James Hall.
James Hall for the Cougars. Hall bats 233. It's in there for strike 1. Clean pitch down the middle. Pitch again, a swing, going right behind first base. Pulled down for out 3. And the Cougars don't put anything on the board. Folks, we'll be right back. Lancers coming up right after this. 8-9-1 batters for the Lancers.
What does it mean to be a Lancer? It means more than being a committed student athlete, more than having the best mile time, the best batting average, the best chance at being MVP. Being a Grace Lancer is about being a champion of character. Champions who see, stretch, and strive for excellence in every area of their life. A Lancer dedicates their hard work and training toward one charge, one collision, one moment. We study the game, we practice longer, go harder, reach deeper, and dedicate all our effort toward one shot that matters, one serve, one swing, one moment. These are the moments that change us, define us, and lead us toward a lifetime of teamwork, persistence, and service. A lifetime of character. The life of a Lancer.
And welcome back. 8-9-1 positions coming up, Sid Elford's. At the plate. That's hit to the first baseman. He's going to throw it over to first, resulting in out number 1. Now batting number 31, Ethan Brooks, the sophomore from Greenwood, graduate of Center Grove High School.
Shortstop, number 31, Ethan Brooks.
Pitch on its way. It's in there for ball 1. I don't know. Some of these calls have kind of just a little, got me questioning a little bit. Definitely been close. Pitch on its way, ball 2. Now that one I understand. Nice little dinger over to the shortstop, but I don't think he'll get there in time. That's out number 2.
Old Mr. Jackson cuts his grass after church on his tractor, only after listening to the country countdown.
Cameron Maxwell coming out to the batter's box.
Up for the Lancers, second baseman number 8, Cam Maxwell.
Pitch on its way in there for ball 1. Wow. Strike 1. Pitch on its way. That's going to be ball 2 from Harris. I think it's been an oddity or a rarity that Harris or a Voral have, actually struck someone out. They've not had the best, time pitching today. It'll be interesting to see if that changes later on in this ball game. Two on count on its way. Full count. We got a 3-2 count with 2 outs. See what happens here. Pitch on its way. That one hits him, and man, they have got to change something.
I think that's 5 or 6 players that have been hit so far this game, and it's only in the top of the 4th.
Yeah,
Well, excuse me, bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, you're right on that. It's looks like they have someone warming up, or they had someone warming up for the Cougars.
The Lancers, number 33, Houston Haney.
Haney is coming up to bat now. Having a man on first. 2 outs. Count is reset. Pitch on its way. Way out there for ball 1. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. Ball. No, not ball. Strike 1. The 1-1 pitch coming from Harris. Wow. He even had to move back on that one. Houston Haney had to kind of pull his head back so he didn't get hit. Clobber with the ball almost. That was a high ball. Cameron Maxwell still at first base. The 2-1 pitch from Harris. Swing, that one's high. High infield, that one's going out the right field. Will that be caught? Yes. They'll get there in time to retire the side. And that will send us to the top of the 5th inning. We're not halfway done yet. After this, we will be. Still a lot of baseball to play. Don't go anywhere. Lancers up 4-3.
What does it mean to be a Lancer? It means more than being a committed student athlete, more than having the best mile time, the best batting average, the best chance at being MVP. Being a Grace Lancer is about being a champion of character. Champions who see, stretch, and strive for excellence in every area of their life. A Lancer dedicates their hard work and training toward one charge, one collision, one moment. We study the game, we practice longer, go harder, reach deeper, and dedicate all our effort toward one shot that matters, one serve, one swing, one moment. These are the moments that change us, define us, and lead us toward a lifetime of teamwork, persistence, and service.
And welcome back to the broadcast. Justin Perry joined by Nick Foster here in the broadcast booth in the Miller Athletic Complex. A beautiful Friday afternoon. Danilo Leon was in the batter's box for the Cougars. His first pitch from Burrell resulted in a foul ball, resulting in strike 1. We're at the top of the 5th inning, not halfway done yet. That's going to result in strike 2 after the foul ball. Hopefully no one's walking and gets hit. 0-2's the count. No outs just yet. Waiting on the pitch. Ball 1, 1-2. You know, I've mentioned all ball game that the umpire, it seems like they've, the way that they see things, it's a lot different than how I would. But then again, they're down there on the field as a pitch is hit out to the shortstop and gets there. No, doesn't get there in time. And Leon will stay at first. First baseman, number 34, Austin Baker, had to jump up to get that, and he wasn't able to touch the bag in
Spring
time.
Arbor, third baseman, number 1, Chris Triplett.
Chris Triplett, so the first, we're back at the top of the batting order. Pitch on its way from Vorel. That one's going to send Leon to second. Thought about going to third. Decided not to. That was an error made by the pitcher. Out of the 9 games, or out of the 11 games that Vorel has played in, he's started 11. Pitch on its way, high ball. Came out of the batter or the catcher's glove. The 2-0 pitch from Aaron Vorel. On its way, swing. That one's gonna fall right between the first and or the second baseman and the shortstop, going out to the center field. And the Spring Arbor Cougars are gonna get another run in. That one's going to leave Triplett at first.
Center fielder number 27, Francisco Undina.
Jack Driscoll is
Correction, number 2, Jack Driscoll.
is batting now. Is a senior infielder. Jack Driscoll, let's see what he bats. 317 for the Cougars. Definitely one of the higher numbers. Farrell's going to throw over to first, try to get Triplett to lose his step. That did not happen there, on the other hand. Pitch on its way, tip ball, bunted, and that one's going to be caught out from the first baseman, number 34, Austin Baker. .27 now at the bat, Francisco Undina. Undina batting .290. He's had 133 at bats. This is his 134th. Pitch on its way. Driscoll made his way to second, but the catcher wasn't able to get it to the second baseman, overthrew it, hit the shortstop, and it wasn't there in time. Man on second for the Cougars, 1-0 count. No outs at the top of the 5th. Swing, that one's going to go right past the third baseman over to left field. And let's see what the Lancers do here. That leaving a man on first and third. That's what they're going to do. Third baseman's number 5, Jaron Mullet for the Lancers.
Up to bat number 33, Vince Hirschberger.
Doesn't look like the Lancers have anyone warming up right now. Still kind of early for them to be bringing in a pinch, not a pinch, but a replacement pitcher. So let's see what they do here. It's all tied up here at the top of the 5th. Lancers scoring in the first 2 innings. Pitch on its way, swing, that one's going to go, and fumbled by the second baseman, and fumbled, thrown to the first baseman, and he wasn't able to get it. So that one's going to leave Chris Triplett to come home. We got a man on second and a man on third. And this will be the second lead that the Cougars have had. First one coming at the top of the first when they came, swinging, and they had the lead of 2-0. Lancers came back, scored 3 runs, And the Lancers led as much as 2. Peyton Harding, the freshman, coming to bat for Spring Arbor. He's batting .250. Cougars really need him to strike gold here. And we got a coach coming to talk to the infielder, so let's see what he's going to discuss. Having a little conference here. I don't think he's going to replace Vorel just yet. Doesn't look like anyone's warming up just yet either. But we will see. Sid Elford's the catcher. He does have his shin guards on, but does not appear to be, dressing up any further. So Vorel's still pitching for the Lancers. Man on second, man on third for the Cougars. Pitch from Vorel on its way. Check swing, strike.
I don't know. I might have. That would have been a long time ago. It's probably just your pin. Did you try 1-9?
0-1. Pitch on its way. Swing and again. Missed.
Right.
Strike 2. As we mentioned, Spring Arbor leads 5-4 at the top of the 5th. Swing, that one's going to be a foul. Current game time temperature 55 degrees. It's 5:17 here at the Miller Athletic Complex. The weather coming from AccuWeather.com. Oh, 0-2 pitch on its way. That one's going to go foul again. That one hit a vehicle. Peyton Harding still at bat for the Cougars. Another foul ball. Wind's only blowing about 3 miles an hour when it does get windy, but you definitely feel it. Pitch on its way again, a swing, ball. As we mentioned earlier, Spring Arbor still sticking around in town, and they'll play a doubleheader tomorrow against the Lancers. That doubleheader is supposed to take off at noon. You can find that game here on the GC Lancer Network at gclancer.com/live. The Cougars' batting average is on average .279. The Lancers is .228. The Cougars, on average, bring 5.8 runs home. Lancers, on the other hand, 3.5. Spring Arbor sits 4th right now in the conference, and they seem to be in a neck-and-neck battle with Marion. Mount Vernon and Goshen aren't too far behind, as that ball is going to fall out to right field. Right field, David Anderson's going to drop it, bring in another run home. .64.
Who loves
loves you, baby.
You're the man.
I am. I assume you like salt and vinegar out of it.
Up to bat for the Cougars, number 35, Evan Laurie.
Evan Laurie now going to bat.
And I'm Nicholas, not Zach.
Nicholas, you're up. Nick. Zach's your brother.
Yeah.
Where'd our young lady go? She both?
I think she's taking photos.
Okay.
Swing, no.
Barbecue regular or salt and vinegar?
Oh, salt. I'm doing regular.
Thank you.
See what happens.
What do you want to do, guys?
Yep, thank you. Those might blow.
Swing, that one's going to go way up high. Staying in the infield, that one's going to be pulled down for out number 1. Man still at first and third. For the Cougars, Emilio Perez is batting. Up to bat now. As we mentioned, Perez, a very strong batter.
Emilio Perez.
Batting .238. Runner going over to first. Who's that? That was number 28, Josiah Kitchen. Freshman from Athens, Michigan, graduate of Battle Creek Lakeview. I know the school very well. I had a couple cousins go there. Actually would have gone there myself if the family would have stayed in the area. But we ended up moving down to Ohio, down in Proctorville. Swing and a miss for Perez. I believe the count is 1-1 with 1 out. Top of the 5th, Vorel still pitching for the Lancers. Pitch is on its way, swing! Going out to the shortstop, bringing another man home for the Cougars. And out number 3. To retire the side. Folks, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Bat for the Lancers, number 34.
And welcome back. 3-4-5 batters coming up for the Lancers here at the bottom of the fifth. Austin Baker leading off. Ball one after the pitch from Harris. Just talking to you all about some of the benefits of working the games. Definitely the candy at the softball, baseball, and basketball games. Also the food. Lovely Paul Lorenzo bringing some Jimmy John's for the members of the press box. Definitely is always a treat. Even more of a treat when the sandwich that you get is actually something new and different, but you love it. Paul's really good at doing that. Ball two. I don't think before today I've had salami ever, but that was good. Have you ever had that?
No, I haven't.
And Paul Lorenzo coming in clutch. Austin Baker doesn't as he strikes out. But Paul Lorenzo coming in clutch with the tee. Wow. And he's definitely the man. Number 41, Gabe Douglas. Coming to bat for the Lancers.
Number 41, Gabe Douglas.
Strike one.
Yeah, I kind of checked that.
Pitch on its way. Strike two. You know, it's only the bottom of the fifth, but Grace really needs to, not dig themselves in a hole deeper than what it already is. They're down 2 runs right now, 6-4 in favor of the Cougars. 1-2 count with 1 out. Pitch from Harris coming. Swing. No. That one's going to fall foul. Pitch from Harris. On its way. Swing. That one's going to fall. Let's see where that goes. Right by the second baseman. Gabe Douglas called out at first. Not in time.
Up to bat, center fielder number 27, Hunter Ackerman.
Hunter Ackerman batting fifth. Junior outfielder from Mansfield, Ohio. He's up the bat. 2 outs or 1 out. No, 2.
It's from Tarzan, not Hercules.
I meant Tarzan. That was, yeah, you're right. Right genre, wrong superhero. Yeah, it was Tarzan. The elephants, which is the one. Yep. I guess I better go to mine.
Harris seemed not like what he was getting ready to throw, so he kind of stopped himself and
Somebody on base, you could get away with that. Somebody on
did
base.
something there. That was interesting.
I don't, it might be, but
1-0 count. In there for a ball 2.
see, this is an unwich. No bread, just lettuce. But it fits my diet.
Swing. That's going to be strike 2 or strike 1 after the foul ball. 2-1 count with 1 out.
Observing
Bottom of the
diet
fifth.
details, luscious chips and bread is
David
so
Anderson on
hard.
deck.
But gotta do what you gotta do.
Put up this little wall
There you
right
go.
here.
That's what I need. I'm gonna go for another one of these purples.
Once again, because it was foul, 2-2. Once again, foul ball.
before though, so I made it. It tasted really good.
I'm sure it did.
2-2, 1 out. Pitch on its way from Harris.
It was bad, right? It wasn't all bad.
Ball 3, that was a full count.
It was.
David Anderson now up to bat for the Lancers.
Up to bat for the Lancers, number 12, David Anderson.
Smoking 2 packs a day down to 1. It don't sound like much, but for him that's a revelation. You should have seen the pride in his eyes.
Yeah, that is, I guess technically.
Anderson bats .448, definitely the highest percentage
Say ball out there.
for the Lancers right now. Pitch on its way, ball.
Hey, you screwing up?
Yeah, just with the counts a little. So,
You need to get on it more.
yeah.
Fury, I'm gonna
Yeah,
take your
just
dinner
that.
away.
So,
But you can't do 2 things at once.
I can help you if you want up here.
Alright.
Yeah.
I think that's your assistant coach.
Wait, what?
I think that's the coach's phone.
Okay.
If you
It
go
was the
back
one
down.
playing music before the game.
Someone brings us the pregame warm-up music.
Okay, well, I'm just, like, I don't know what you want to take.
2-0 count,
You here to stay? You're not going
1 out.
Yeah, I think they want me to, like, help you with counts and stuff.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
We are a little short-staffed today with 2 sports going on, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
As we mentioned, a beautiful day and beautiful afternoon for baseball. Swing, David Anderson's going to hit that out to left field. Nice grab by the left fieldsman. That's going to retire the side.
Get you a seat here. Yeah, cool.
Top of the 6th inning coming up. Don't go anywhere, folks.
What does it mean to be a Lancer? It means more than being a committed student athlete, more than having the best mile time, the best batting average, the best chance at being MVP. Being a Grace Lancer is about being a champion of character. Champions who see, stretch, and strive for excellence in every area of their life. A Lancer dedicates their hard work and training toward one charge, one collision, one moment. We study the game, we practice longer, go harder, reach deeper, and dedicate all our effort toward one shot that matters, one serve, one swing, one moment. These are the moments that change us, define us, and lead us toward a lifetime of teamwork, persistence, and service. A lifetime of character. The life of a Lancer.
Up for the Cougars, number 8, James Hall.
Justin, he's just going to make sure.
Well, that I don't know what the heck I'm doing, so. Just slap him if he gets behind. Yeah.
And we're back. Top of the 6th inning. 1-0 count.
Ryan Santo, when he was alive for the Cubs, you could know when he was eating in the press box. Because he wouldn't say much, and then when he would have a big hot dog.
James Hall hit it out to the second baseman. They were able to make that connection in time. He's out for out number 1.
At
Batting
bat for
now,
the Cougars, number 11, Danilo Leon.
Danilo Leon, freshman shortstop from Florida.
So you can play on the show? Yeah, it's awesome. I'm starting to do.
Well, now that was a high ball outside of the strike zone by a lot.
I can't do it. It's too tough for me.
Nick, Lancers are down by 2. How do you think they're playing right now?
I think they're getting out of the hole they were in the beginning of the game. It seemed a bit rough, even though they scored some runs. The pitching's been getting better, and the wind's been dying down, so I think that's playing for them. But they've been both teams have been playing well. Defensively, they've been working together, throwing the ball around, not too many crazy throws, so it's been pretty good.
Pitch on its way, swing and a miss, or a swing on the other hand, and that's going to fall foul. Strike 2.
Taking out the ball game thing in the 7th, but we'll play that one again. It's the same tune, it's just that I have it later on, yeah. But anyways, what a goofball.
1-2 pitch on its way, swing, high foul.
Same songs, I just go 2 more innings, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then
Laurel still on the pitching mound for the Lancers.
I was sitting here thinking that, but I wasn't sure.
I just realized it's a 9-inning game.
Pitch on its way, no swing, but
Great pitch. Oh, way to tie him up.
beautiful
He's a
pitch.
stud.
Right down the middle. Call it for strike 3.
Happy nice first inning. I was a little shocked they were able to.
Chris Triplett back at the top of the order
As
now for the
Third
Cougars,
baseman number 1, Chris Triplett.
all the way from Flushing, Michigan. Graduate of Flushing High School. A junior infielder. Batting now for the Cougars.
Are you rehabbing?
Yeah. I mean, I'm cleared to play now.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I just have to wait 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah, I was out. I don't know if you heard. I was out with a concussion.
Yep.
So yeah.
Okay.
Spring Arbor in the top of the 6th, or when they play the 6th inning, they've only managed to get 22 runs home. Definitely not the highest. They normally do well in the 3rd inning. 3rd and 2nd, possibly the 7th inning as well. 1-1 count, pitch on its way. That one's high, resulting in ball number 2.
What's the buzz on the bench? Do they like his strike zone?
It's been a little iffy. It's been inconsistent.
Yeah, I don't know what it looks like from here, but you don't have the greatest.
Pitch on its way, strike 2.
Yeah, like he had one earlier. It was an off speed. That was like literally in the dirt, and then he called it a strike. I was like, what?
2 outs, 2-2 count, 6-4 in favor of the Cougars. Pitch from Borrell on its way, in there for ball 3. They're out of there, out of the strike zone for ball 3.
Call that. We're going to be here 5 hours.
That he painted there. That was a good pitch.
Pitch on its way, swing. That one's down the line, going out to left field. And
Give you a little hint.
Triplett's going to stay at first.
He's got plate pants on, which gives him more room up in this area here with his shin guards. They're wider in the legs, but he's got 3 belt loops right behind him, and he's
Up
missed
to
2
bat
of them.
number 2,
Really?
Jack Driscoll.
Jack Driscoll now from Plymouth, graduate of Salem High School.
Yeah.
But there's one to the right of it.
On
one
his
to
way
the
to
left
the
of it.
plate, he
Triple belt
bats
loop, the
.317.
belt
This is
plate,
his
and you keep it
149th at bat of the season.
You do that.
And he missed it. At least you could see the one on the right of it. He's missed that.
As mentioned earlier, Spring Arbor averages .275 per batting average a game.
I do, and it's just
No, I completely understand.
As a team,
you watch the next guy. He got some. So he
that
missed
pitch
the
from
outside
Varall,
corner 'cause he doesn't
ball
have
1.
attention to detail to put his belt on his
It's
hand
true.
right.
It's true though.
He's making sure that Triplett stays at first and doesn't think about moving or running.
You have an extra sandwich, and you're welcome to have it.
I'm good. Thanks.
Okay.
I ate before I came, so.
Okay.
1-0, resulting in ball 2. Have a car alarm going off in the
Parking lot.
parking lot, yeah. 2-0 pitch on its way.
Come on, Aaron.
Make that 3-0.
Get behind here. Come on. What part of the order we at? 2. Oh, jeez.
And this kid, he can't hit.
6-4 is the lead, is the score in favor of Spring Arbor. Ball forward. Player's got to take his base, putting a man on first and second.
Well, lead off and second batter got their job done. Setting the table for the big boys.
up to bat center fielder, number 27, Francisco Undina.
The outfielder from Puerto Rico, Francisco Udina. Just coming in to pitch.
Reminder,
Coach is coming to talk to the gentleman in the infield.
Two-day series with the Cougars. Doubleheader begins first pitch at noon.
Have some players warming up on the
Spring Arbor
gracious
and the Lancers.
pitching mound, practice mound over there by the left of the bench. See who they'll bring in later on. Team's coming out from their little break. 27, as we mentioned, Francisco Udina will be coming in to bat. He bats 290. Not bad. They've definitely used him in his leadership, his senior leadership. He's played in all 40 games and started all 40 games for the Cougars. Pitch on its way. Let's see if they get it here. No.
Yes, he got him on the Dupo. Oh, I thought he got him.
Pitch was on the outside just a little bit.
Good throw, though. He was toast.
But nice job by the Cougars for advancing. They stole third and second.
Yeah, that was a strike. I saw one play. He called a strike.
Oh, thank you.
Yep, no problem.
0-1's the count.
That's how they got that 3-spot net.
Yep.
Two outs, bottom of the sixth, or top of the sixth.
He doesn't have to pitch, Tom. He can go work around him. Then you put the lead off. I mean, the base loaded with the big boy up. Clean up that.
The table is set for the power hitters here in the middle of the batting order. Man on third, man on second for the Cougars. 1-1 pitch, called ball. Lancers looking to retire the side and get out of this hole that they've got themselves into. As mentioned, they have some players warming up to pitch. 2-1 pitch on its way, in there for called strike.
This is a big pitch right here. We've been trying to get the number 2 strike digits too.
Yeah, I mean, that's not your fault at all. Like, we just need light bulbs replaced.
2-2's the count here at the Miller Athletic Complex. Grace softball playing on Bethel. Count 2-2, hit over to first base. That's going to retire the side. Grace still trails 6-4, but hey, anything can happen. Don't go anywhere, folks. And welcome back. We are here at the bottom of the 6th inning. More than halfway done with this ball game. Spring Arbor leads it 6-4. Spring Arbor brought in a new pitcher. Number 24, Nick Carroll. He's a sophomore from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Graduate of Bishop Lewis High School. He will now be pitching.
Number 5, Jaron Mullet.
7, 8, 9 pitchers on their way for Grace. Leading off, number 5, Jared Mullet. Let's see what he does. Pitch on its way. Ball 1.
Played for Bishop Lewis. Private school, they kind of recruit in a quasi way. They recruit.
Swing and a miss from Mullet. Brings the count to 1-1. Sid Elford warming up, not well warming up, but in the
A lot of public schools, you have to go in your district.
next to bat. Got to check the swing. Call that a strike. 1-2. As mentioned, both Cam Screeton, head coach or head manager for the Lancers, and Ryan Marking, head manager for the Cougars, are both in their second season. Hey, Mullet's got to get that and make his way to first base. Nice job as the leadoff batter to get on base.
Up to bat, designated hitter number 44, Sid Elford.
Sid Elford, designated hitter for the Lancers from Ontario, 6'1" sophomore. Plays the catcher. He had a grand slam the other night, maybe about a week or so ago.
Against Marion, that was something.
It was against Marion?
Yeah, that was something. Can't take that though. I love it because yeah, you can see right over where the plate it is.
0-1 count here for Elford. Mullet's on base, swing and a miss.
Man. You didn't get cheated on that, did you?
I don't get cheated on many swings.
Come on, put the ball in play.
Pitch on its way, swing. That one's going to go over to the third base. Maybe looking for a double play here. Get it at second, not at first. He's safe at first, but Mullet will be going to the dugout.
Up for the Lancers, number 31, Ethan Brooks.
Ethan Brooks, the pitcher and utility player for the Lancers, now up to bat.
Come on, Ethan.
Ethan's been hitting the ball real well lately.
See what they do here. Swing. That one's going to fall foul way beyond the gates.
That was a strike.
Strike call after it was hit foul. Lady Lancers are up right now against Bethel 1-0 in their second game of the doubleheader. As mentioned earlier, playing a 9-inning game here. Swing, and that one's going to go out to center field. Will that drop? No. Drops right in the glove of the center fieldman. Elford still at base, first base.
Up for the Lancers, number 8, Cam Maxwell.
But as mentioned, they're playing a 9-inning game here, and then tomorrow back at it again with a doubleheader. Cameron Maxwell at the top of the batting order for the Lancers, up to bat. Lady Lancers are up 1-0 in the top of the third. 1-0 count with 2 outs. Lancers would like to get Sid in scoring position. Pitch on its way. Ball 2. swing, tip, foul.
Over second base, Cam. Come on, punch one over second.
You going to take advantage of the nice weather this weekend?
Yeah, I am. I'm in a few more of those joust events earlier and just going to spend some time outside, maybe play some spike ball or just enjoy the warm weather.
Pitch on its way. That's going to be ball 3. 3-1 count. But yeah, this nice weather, I've missed it. Definitely have missed it. Excited about having it back. I'll be back here tomorrow, broadcasting the doubleheader. Pitch on its way. Brings it to a full count, 3-2 with 2 outs. As mentioned, we're going to go on air noon o'clock tomorrow afternoon. As we finish up this series, 3-game series with a doubleheader. You can find that game here, gclancers.com/live. You don't want to miss it. It's been a good one, been a good game 1. Excited to see how games 2 and 3 play out tomorrow. Swing, nice full count swing. That one's got a drop in the center fielder's glove. He moved way up for that, and that's going to retire the side. We're going to move to the top of the 7th. Folks, don't go anywhere. 3 more innings to play. We've got a good one on our hands. We'll be right back.
What does it mean to be a Lancer? It means more than being a committed student athlete, more than having the best mile time, the best batting average, the best chance at being MVP. Being a Grace Lancer is about being a champion of character. Champions who see, stretch, and strive for excellence in every area of their life. A Lancer dedicates their hard work and training toward one charge, one collision, one moment. We study the game, we practice longer, go harder, reach deeper, and dedicate all our effort toward one shot that matters, one serve, one swing, one moment. These are the moments that change us, define us, and lead us toward a lifetime of teamwork, persistence, and service. A lifetime of character. The life of a Lancer.
And welcome back. Lancers brought in a new pitcher to close this one out. Number 23, Jacob Hamill, 6'3" junior from Cicero, Indiana, graduate of Hamilton Heights. Leading off for Spring Arbor, number 33, Vincent Hirschberger. Swing in a minute. No swing. But that will be called for a strike, ball 1. Pitch on its way and going out the right field. That one's going to drop in front of Anderson. And Hirschberger's going to stay there at 1.
Dave's got an arm. Dave's a good ball player. He really is. He's good on all elements of the game. Dave's just a talented dude. Like, yeah, we played
Peyton
ultimate
Harding.
with him.
Up to bat for the
Now
Seniors,
is up
number
to
16,
bat for
Peyton Harding.
Spring Arbor Ball Club. It's a freshman from Belleville, Michigan.
Probably. That's what I would say.
Hirschberger batting .286 this season.
Yep.
Definitely up there in the batting average. One of the top 6 players. Pitch on its way, swing. That one's going to go over to the second baseman, and he drops it, but he's going to...
Okay, they're calling that a catch. I'm the batter. He dropped the ball on the release. with a runner at first.
Okay, so what happened here was the second baseman dropped it, and I thought that was, you know,
Up to bat now.
didn't know what that was,
Right fielder number
didn't know what was
35,
going on,
Evan Laurie.
but the umpire decided that it was a
Caught ball.
that they caught it
Dropped on the release.
and then dropped it on the release. Huh. Okay, never seen that before. You learn something new every day. And Hamill threw it over to first just to make sure that they weren't trying to steal base. 1 out.
No, I thought it was actually an error. Like, I thought he dropped it.
The ball was halfway
Yeah.
out of his glove, and then
Pitch on its way, swing. That one might rattle the line. No. That one's out of here
Trying to
for
prevent
foul.
the issue is that
0-1 with 1 out.
veteran savvy player.
Once again, thank you all for listening to this special broadcast of Lancer Baseball taking on Spring Arbor. Justin Perry and Nick Foster on the call.
Double them up. Or throw into first and then tag the runner at second.
Once again, we'll be back on the air tomorrow at noon for the remaining 2 games of this 3-game series.
So you do exactly.
Pitch on its way, swing. That one's going out to in between right and center, or left and center field. Left fieldsman's gonna grab it, pull it down, make it out 2. I'm sure that Grace is really happy that they didn't have to travel up to Spring Arbor. That's a long trip.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
At bat for Spring Arbor, number 30, Emilio Perez.
Emilio Perez now batting for the Cougars. 2 outs. Did you all have to go to Mount Vernon then?
No.
No. Oh,
We
wow.
lucked out this year. Like,
So-
yeah, we don't have to go any like far trips or anything.
So-
So farthest was Iwu or Marion.
Wow.
Yeah.
So some of the farthest trips for the Lancers they don't have to take. Normally going to Mount Vernon or Spring Arbor or your doozies. And they lucked out this year. Pitch on its way. It's called strike. 0-2 count with 2 outs.
His claw shouldn't be near the strike zone.
Yeah. What would you throw here?
I'd throw it hard.
As we
ball
go
down
down
there.
onto the
I'd
6
throw
o'clock hour,
fastball
still
up.
55 degrees outside. Pitch on its way.
Or
See ya.
Ooh.
Oh.
1-2
Way
count with 2
back
outs.
fist.
That was close. I think
Wind still at 3 miles an hour,
that was
heading east.
that was close. It was iffy.
Tomorrow going to be just as beautiful, high of 56, low of 38. Another beautiful day for baseball here in Winona Lake. Pitch on its way, swing. That one's going to be foul. Your Spring Arbor, you definitely don't want to leave a man on base, especially when you only have a lead of 2, especially when the game is getting this close. No lead is too comfortable, so to say. I've seen some crazy things. I mean, just think about it. The Chicago Cubs a couple nights ago, they were down quite a bit. Came back to win it all by 4.
Marion, we were down like 4-1, 5-1.
Yeah.
Back.
2-2 count.
You can hear Brandon from up here. He's so loud.
Pitch from Hamill on its way. Check swing. What will they call? They'll call ball.
What?
Full count. 3-2 with 2 outs.
Yeah, and once he got out. Either that or maybe just because of defense.
yeah. Maybe if he comes back around again.
Could, honestly.
Let's see what Hamill does here with the full count. Man on first. Pitch on its way.
Good. Yes, he did.
That was a
And that
swing.
completes the strikeout. Love it.
And that is going to retire to the side. Folks, don't go anywhere. Bottom of the 7th. Action coming up next.
What does it mean to be a Lancer? It means more than being a committed student athlete, more than having the best mile time, the best batting average, the best chance at being MVP. Being a Grace Lancer is about being a champion of character, champions who see, stretch, and strive for excellence in every area of their life. A Lancer dedicates their hard work and training toward one charge, one collision, one moment. We study the game, we practice longer, go harder, reach deeper, and dedicate all our effort toward one shot that matters, one serve, one swing, one moment. These are the moments that change us, define us, and lead us toward a lifetime of teamwork, persistence, and service. A lifetime of character. The life of a Lancer.
Up to bat, number 33, Houston Haney.
And welcome back, Houston Haney now up to bat for the Lancers. He's the leadoff man. 2, 3, 4 possessions coming up. Pitch on its way, swing and a miss. Nick Carroll is now pitching for Spring Arbor. Pitch on its way, ball way outside. Three one. Pitch on its way, strike two. 3-2, no outs. Smart move by Nick Carroll. Pitch on its way. It's going to be strike three. He's out. Now coming up the bat for Grace, number 34, Austin Baker, the 6'2 senior from Lucas, Ohio, graduate of Clear Fork High School. Pitch from Carroll on its way. Swing and a miss. Gabe Douglas on deck for the Lancers.
You want this? All right.
Cool. 0-2 with one out. Things not looking the greatest for Austin Baker. Ball one. Pitch on its way. That's going to be ball number two, leaving the count at 2-2 with one out. Douglas still warming up, or on deck for the Lancers. You can definitely tell it's getting towards the end of the game because everyone starts to get quiet. In the press box, on the field, everywhere. Strike three, he's out of there. That'll bring up Gabe Douglas from South Bend, graduate of Riley High School. He's a 5'1 catcher.
those.
Up to bat, catcher number 41, Gabe Douglas.
Such a dumb walkout, but it's so good.
Strike one for Douglas.
Oh, you can eat. Oh, okay. No, you're not good. I brought you dinner.
Give me popcorn.
Oh, hey. Kneel here. Come on.
I'll take it back.
Pitch from Carroll on its way. That's going to go right in between the second and shortstop.
Thank you.
Going to bring him to first base. And that will bring up number 27, Hunter Ackerman, 6'2" outfielder.
Up to bat for the Lancers, number 27, Hunter
Spencer Mason's going to be the pinch runner for Douglas.
Spencer Mason is courtesy running for the Lancers.
So stupid. And Dave's is like how it starts with like the 3 packs of cigarettes. Yeah. But Dave is like not like that at all.
No,
Like,
yeah.
And it's just about the message. He told me.
Pitch on its way.
Yeah, we
Swing and a miss.
one time during
2 outs.
the game. It's got a good message to it. Oh, it's got a great message. But
Spencer Mason on first. He took place
Okay. Yeah.
for Gabe Douglas. Pinch running for him. That ball's going to be fouled, resulting in strike 2.
Hey, this guy has come in and thrown strikes. That's what you want. Nick Carroll
Doesn't throw too hard. And
no, an off-speed jump.
he's throwing a lot of fast. And when he throws his fastball, he's not missing over the middle.
Pitch on its way. That's going to be outside, resulting in a ball 1.
Ball around, really nice.
Like there was really one that he missed, and that was to Sid. Nah, Kiwi too.
1-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. And that's going to retire the side and retire the inning. Folks, don't go anywhere. We got the 8th and 9th inning coming up. You're watching Grace College Baseball. Starting things off for the Cougars. As mentioned, this is a perfect time for Grace to, put 3 up, 3 down, and get themselves out of the hole they're in. That's the way to do it right here. Jacob Hamill's still the pitcher for Grace, and his first pitch of the inning was a called strike.
He's in the press box. He was doing
Strike 2, making things really easy for the Lancers.
stat computer. Oh, was it? Abby and another. I think the Gosker on the basketball team looked like was helping Abby spot this.
0-2 is a call. Swing over to the third baseman. Here we go. Will that be strike? Out.
What a stretch by
Yes. Out number 1, making things really easy for the Lancers. Nice job. Great defense for the top of the 8th inning right now. Nick, what are your thoughts for the game?
Shortstop, number 11.
I think it's been pretty good. It's been back and forth. It's been pretty interesting to watch. Some great defense from both teams. We've seen a lot of double plays and some good pitching now that the wind's died down a little bit.
Number 11, Danilo Leon, now batting for the Cougars. He's from Florida. Will be ball one with one out. As you mentioned, participating in some joust events this evening.
Yeah, right after this game, I'm going to go head to the G-Rec and play some knockout, and then after that, I'm going to participate in Mario Kart.
Very nice, exciting stuff. And Leon will hit that foul, resulting in strike one, 1-1 count. Doing any events tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be doing Capture the Flag, might be the only one tomorrow unless other spots open up, but then there's the cake decorating contest and Gaga Ball on Sunday.
Long ball going way past the warning track, and Lancers are going to leave that man at second. Leon doing a little celebration dance.
I guess he hasn't done that very much. He's not acting like he's done it.
Felt like the ball found the bat there.
Up to bat now for the Cougars, number 1, Chris Triplett.
Chris Triplett, here we are back at the top of the batting order for the for the Cougars.
You want to reset the count?
Chris Triplett from Flushing, Michigan. Pitch on its way, swing, that's high. That's going to stay infield. Let's see if we do that. Nice job to pull it down for the Lancers. That's resulting in out number 2.
Nice. Come on, one more here. Jacob.
Now up to bat, second baseman number 2, Jack Driscoll.
Jack Driscoll, the number 2 batter in the order from Plymouth, Michigan, graduate of Salem High School, is batting. Pitch from Hamill on its way. Swing. That one's going to go over to the shortstop, over to left field. Let's see if that man's going to go home. Leon thought about it, but he's going to stick at third, leaving Driscoll at first.
Still got a chance to get out of this.
Now hitting for the Cougars, number 27, Francisco Ordina.
Francisco Ordina from Puerto Rico. He's a senior outfielder who's now batting for the Cougars. 2 outs, a man on first and a man on third for St. Francis. Pitch from Hamill on its way. Swing. That one's going to go out to center field. Will they be able to grab it down? Yes. They're going to bring that down, leaving 2 men on base. And to retire the side. Folks, we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
What does it mean to be a Lancer? It means more than being a committed student athlete, more than having the best mile time, the best batting average, the best chance at being MVP. Being a Grace Lancer is about being a champion of character. Champions who see, stretch, and strive for excellence in every area of their life. A Lancer dedicates their hard work and training toward one charge, one collision, one moment. We study the game, we practice longer, go harder, reach deeper, and dedicate all our effort toward one shot that matters, one serve, one swing, one moment. These are the moments that change us, define us, and lead us toward a lifetime of teamwork, persistence, and service. A lifetime of character. The life of a Lancer.
My last semester off campus too.
Yeah.
That is the plan.
How good are you at long pong?
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I don't know.
And welcome back. Here we are at the bottom of the 8th inning. Grace has 2 more opportunities to put something on that board. Spring Arbor, they're up by 2, and they have 1 more opportunity to maintain that lead. David Anderson now at the bat for Grace. 6, 7, 8 batters coming up. Pitch on its way. That's going to be a swing and a miss.
Come on, David, tighten it up here.
Anderson playing the right field right now. Today's ball game. Pitch on its way from that was from Carroll. Once again, strike 2.
What's his ratio, though? Like 20 or
10, 24.
Third pitch on its way. Swing. That one's going to go out the right field. Not fall in time. 0-2 still the count.
25 and 10, that's pretty good.
Ball fell just a couple feet outside the foul line.
He's located his off-speed really well. This at-bat, too.
Come on, Dave. Put it out.
0-2 pitch. Here it is.
Yes.
Ball 1.
What's that field over there you score? 9-2 straight back? Got like piles of dirt and everything. You know? On the other side of the walkway.
Ball 2.
That's the I guess you would say like like a dump for the town that they bring leaves, trees.
Yeah. I was wondering if it was us or if it was the town.
Yeah, that's the town. I think the school has
Swing. That one's going to fall foul.
understanding to use it.
Thought it was something.
See you guys.
Come on, Dave.
2-2 count at the bottom of the 8th. See what happens here for the Lancers. Like to get on base, maybe bring a run home. That run is going to make a man to first. After the error from the first and the second baseman. Second baseman wasn't able to grab it in time, or correction, that was a shortstop, wasn't able to grab it in time, and then threw it way over the first man ball. He overthrew it to the man at first base, and that went out, allowing David Anderson to take second base. Jaron Mullet now up to bat. He's from Napanee. Got a man in scoring position. Really helps Grace's cause.
All right, you've got to definitely move in.
Mullet bats 242. Pitch on its way. That one's high. High fly ball. Let's see what happens here. Will they pull it down? Yes. That one was foul, but they were able to pull it down just in time, resulting in out number 1. Sid Elford.
Number 44, Sid Elford.
From Ontario.
Like
will be
pretty good.
will be batting now for the Lancers. Elford bats 148, but don't let those numbers fool you. He's had quite a bit of time at home plate, being the batter. grand slam against Marion a little bit ago.
Softball on the field.
Ball one. Got a softball in the field again. Are they going to allow that to clear? They got to clear it out.
There we go.
Hey, I'm an all-star. Put your game on, go now. I have that ready to go.
I mean, I've seen that happen a lot. That actually happened a lot at my high school. The foul balls from the softball field will make it on to the baseball diamond. It was interesting. A lot of stoppage and play. 1-0 count with 1 out. Elford is at the home plate for the Lancers. Swing and a miss.
Come on, Sidalicious.
Delicious.
You gotta take one, baby. Take one out of here. Put a charge in one.
Sid's got probably up there for the most power on the team. Top 3. It's just a matter of connecting.
6-4 in favor of the Cougars. 1 man in scoring position for the Lancers. Swing and a miss once more.
Oh, nice. Wow. No, that's a long ways. College arms. That's good, probably down 2. You don't want to preserve your out.
1-2's the count.
Come on, Sid. Getting in the third was huge.
This win here in the first game of the series would definitely bring a lot of momentum for the Lancers. Taking it into tomorrow's swing for Sid Elford. That's going to go over to the shortstop. Got to throw it over the first baseman, resulting in out number 2. But David Anderson's now at third.
Up to bat, shortstop, number 31, Ethan Brooks.
Shortstop Ethan Brooks wearing number 31, the 6-foot sophomore. Now at the bat for the Lancers.
Okay. We flip back to the top. This is a key at bat here. If we could do something, get a run in and get the top of the order. Bless you, Cole. Thank you. Come on, Ethan.
Pitch on its way. That's going to be resulting in strike 1. Brooks is averaging .230.
Catch. Nice job. Number 6 is Scott. Way to go, man. Woo-hoo. He's a man.
Swing. Foul ball.
Let's just make sure he is on deck.
Cameron Maxwell will be, or no, Brandon Scott will be batting
Good catch. Way to think ahead. That's good.
for Cameron Maxwell after Brooks is done here.
Come on, Ethan.
Pitch is on its way. Ball 1. 1-2 count with 2 outs. Anderson still on third base.
In the strike zone.
Definitely in scoring position. But Ethan Brooks needs to take advantage of this right now. The 1-2 count. Pitch from Carroll on its way. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3. That's going to retire the side. We have 1 more inning left to go. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
off the ninth.
And welcome back.
Vince Hirschberger.
Ninth and final inning of this ball game. If Grace ties it up, but we'll see what happens here. Pitching change, number 26, 5'10 pitcher, senior from Bellefontaine, Ohio, Kyle Bruner, is now on the mound for the Lancers.
Kyle, close the door here.
Vincent Hirschberger is batting for
Right there.
batting for the Cougars.
I think it's because when Gabe caught it,
1-0 count. Pitch on its way.
That is something that
Ball two.
pro catchers do really well. Is frame that pitch, the soft hands.
It makes a difference.
Oh my goodness, it does. I can tell you from umping. I'll give you a lot.
Pitch is on its way. Swing, and that one's going out to left field. Will it fall in the catcher or in the left fieldman's glove? Yes, it will.
Go wide and stay there.
First out, easy enough.
Now up to bat for the
One
Cougars,
down,
the
who to
catcher,
go?
Number 16, Peyton Harding.
Peyton Harding, freshman catcher from Belleville, Michigan, number 16 for the Cougars, is up to bat next. Harding's .250 batting average. Pitch from Bruner on its way, swing and a miss, strike one. Like we said, tomorrow, Grace and Spring Arbor will play each other in a doubleheader. Make sure you stick around for that. Game time starts at noon, so you'll want to be here. If you're not listening to the broadcast on gclancers.com/live, come here to the Miller Athletic Complex. I'm sure the boys would love to have your support here at home. And we're supposed to have beautiful weather too. 0-2 count on its way. Pitch, ball one.
Great pitch.
Harding, as we mentioned, .250 batter. Pitch is on its way. Swing and a miss. Ball. Or not ball, but foul once more. Whew. Still 1-2 with one out. Lancers, they have had the fire die out in the second inning. They haven't scored since then. Had a couple players get on base, but they weren't able to finish it out the way they like. Ball from Harding going out to right center field. Harding's going to stay at first, not going anywhere. The man on first up to bat now, Evan Laurie.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 35, Evan Laurie.
Courtesy runner, I believe I saw a 28, Josiah Kitchen.
Josiah Kitchen is now the courtesy runner
We
for
also
the
have courtesy runner,
Cougars.
Josiah Kitchen for the Cougars.
As mentioned, he's from Athens, Michigan, graduate of
Again,
Battle
usually
Creek,
courtesy
Lakeview.
run for the catcher. That's nice. Yep. That way you can get in there, get his shin guards on. It's a speed thing. Yeah. Most catchers usually are your slow poke for the team. Not always, but they tend not to be fleet of foot. Is Gabe pretty good?
Gabe actually is great long distance.
Okay.
But yeah, our other Sid is not the fleetest of foot.
That could be two fellas, and that's going to be a cue here. Oh.
Ball was hit out to the shortstop, was able to get the man on second. So Kitchens is out. Laurie is at first, resulting in 2 outs.
Might be a pinch hitter. Think something's
Looks
happening.
like number 15, Jacob King, first baseman from Sterling Heights, Michigan, graduate of Bethany Christian, will be batting now.
Yep. There you go.
Number 15, Jacob King is up to bat.
If you want,
I couldn't remember the term. Was it pitch hitting?
yeah, that's pinch hitting. If you want to do what a lot of
King has the second highest average,
your attention,
batting average,
speed,
325. Pitch is on its way, strike one.
pinch hitting, either one.
I was thinking about those, but then I started talking and they all went.
If you're Spring Arbor right now, how would you feel knowing that there's 1 out to go and you have a 2-score lead?
I'd feel pretty safe at the moment because they've got that 2-run lead, but they do only have a guy on first, so I'd say they just need to try to score here, and if not, just do really well on defense.
Ball was foul, so that will result in strike 2.
Come on, Kyle.
0-2 count. 2 outs. Pitch is on its way, swing, and that will once again foul ball. If I were Spring Arbor, I definitely would want to put at least another or 2 runs on the board. You know, Grace has had some success of getting men on base, but they haven't had the greatest success of bringing them home. So two-run lead is never safe enough, I feel like.
That was ball.
Ball 1. 1-2 count with 2 outs. Here at the top of the 9th. Pitch is on its way. And he's going to take his base. He was hit on that.
Looks like it's James Hall, yes.
Up to bat for Spring Arbor, left fielder number 8, James Hall.
James Hall from Canton, Michigan, the senior
Come on,
infielder.
Kyle. Shut the door. Give us a chance here in the night. Come on.
Pitch from Bruner on its way. Thought about the bunt. Strike 1.
Nice. Live out there. That's
See,
a great
that's
pitch.
what I'm saying. He's been inconsistent. Like all of a sudden, that's a strike.
Yeah.
I mean, is it a strike? Yeah, but like,
Where's it been?
yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, 1 count with 2 outs. Pitch from Bruner on its way. Ball 1. 1-1.
Love it, Lilo. Did a good job.
Thank you. I have a good feature.
Man on second and first for the Cougars. Woo wee! Wow. Cougars would definitely love to add another run or 2 on that board in the run column. They haven't scored since the top of the 5th. James Hall in the batter's box. 1-1 count. Pitch is on its way.
See, same spot as that fastball. That was.
That was a ball, but the eyes up here say otherwise. 2-1 with 2 outs to go. Or 1 out to go, I should say. Pitch on its way, swing. It's going to roll fouls. 2-2. It's getting a little chillier as the sun's going down on this beautiful Friday evening. 2-2 count from Bruner. Pitch on its way. Foul ball. Definitely excited to see the doubleheader matchup tomorrow between Grace and Spring Arbor, as we mentioned earlier. A lot of times earlier. That the teams will be having a doubleheader tomorrow. Swing. That one's going to stay fair. We've got the out. We got an out here. Yes, we do. That's going to retire the side. And here we are at the bottom of the 9th inning. Folks, don't go anywhere. Bottom of the 9th coming up next.
What does it mean to be a Lancer? It means more than being a committed student athlete, more than having the best mile time, the best batting average, the best chance at being MVP. Being a Grace Lancer is about being a champion of character. Champions who see, stretch, and strive for excellence in every area of their life. A Lancer dedicates their hard work and training toward one charge: one collision, one moment. We study the game, we practice longer, go harder, reach deeper, and dedicate all our effort toward one shot that matters, one serve, one swing, one moment. These are the moments that change us, define us, and lead us toward a lifetime of teamwork, persistence, and service. A lifetime of character. The life of a Lancer.
Here we are. It's been a long time coming, but it's the bottom of the ninth inning. Grace down by 2 runs, 6-4. He's just scored in favor of the Spring Arbor Cougars. 1, 2, 3 coming up. Number 1. Number 8. Well, he's batting 1 in the order. Cameron Maxwell.
Oh, what are you doing? Are you doing like the box score or the stats? Yeah.
1-0's the count.
Gotta get on, Cam.
2-0.
He's put in 6 out, so we know that.
Let's see here. Pitch on its way. That was ball. 3-0. This might be a really easy way for Grace to get on base.
Down there stretching. Right.
3-0's the count. Pitch from Carroll on its way. Strike 1.
I was gonna say that was great.
31. Nick Carroll's the pitcher for Spring Arbor. He's from Fort Wayne, Indiana, graduate of Bishop Lewis. And Cam Maxwell is going to walk his way to first. Nice way to get things started. Houston Haney.
Third baseman number 33, Houston Haney.
From Shipshawana, graduate of Westview. He's going to be batting now. Let's see if Grace could bring a couple runs home in the bottom of the ninth. Make this game interesting. Possibly win it. Ball 1.
He gets up, you got the big boppers in.
There is one actually in the major leagues.
Pitch on its way. Check swing. 1-1 is the call.
Fits on both hands.
Spring Arbor is warming up their closure right now.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, this should be fun. Watch.
We're all playing chase with the bag.
Yay! Nice job.
Wow.
Second baseman won. Congratulations, second baseman.
Very nice.
Like some of the players were trying to grab a bag. Is that what was going on?
Yeah, I think so. A few of them were chasing around in the outfield.
Oh, boy. 1-1 count on its way. Swing and a miss for Haney.
Boy, do you have a good rip at that. Come on, you find one here, buddy.
1-2 is the count. Pitch from Carroll.
Nice.
Ball.
2-2.
2-2 with no outs. This leaves Grace at a really nice position right now. Man on first, not in scoring position just yet, but that can change really easily. Two pitch on its way. Ball. Full count.
Yeah, we feel your pain, Pitch, but we've been there too, so. All right. I think he'll give him something decent here. I don't think he'll want to.
Ball. That's going to
All right, now we got something going on.
send a man to first and second. And that sends number 34, Austin Baker, to base, or to bat. After Austin Baker, we got Gabe Douglas, and then Hunter Ackerman, and David Anderson, so our big boys. All right, power hitters.
Reminder, Lancer fans, the doubleheader tomorrow begins with the first pitch at noon.
Killing these balls.
Exciting baseball is happening right now. Man, this has been a very good game, very close game. Top of the 5th inning. Spring Arbor came back and took the lead away from the Lancers.
At bat for the Lancers, first baseman number 34, Austin Baker.
Austin Baker now coming up the bat for the Lancers. Let's see what he does here. 2 men on base, 1 on first, 1 on second. It's Cameron Maxwell. He's on second. Houston Haney's on first.
Great walk-up song. Come on, baby. Win it
Number
right
34,
here. Send us
Austin
home
Baker.
with jubilation.
No outs. Nick Carroll's been struggling right now. Let's see if
Come on, Nick. Serve it up on a tee.
Grace could take advantage of that.
Serve it up on a tee. All right. We won 2 over at softball. That's good news. Way to go, ladies. They should have.
Grace went 2-0 against Bethel in softball this afternoon. I believe they play one more tomorrow. Carroll keeps trying to throw it back to second base, where Cameron Maxwell's at. Trying to get him to lose his rhythm, lose his step.
Come on, Austin. Give us a charge here, baby.
Austin Baker with the pitch. Swing! That one's high.
No, get out
Let's
of
see what
here.
happens.
Get out of here. Where's the win?
That's foul 1. Strike 1.
If he does go yard, you can say, touch them all, Austin Baker, or, see ya.
0-1 count here at the Miller Athletic Complex. Pitch on its way from Carroll. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Can't play them. I think you should.
0-2 count.
Definitely with those.
Carroll waiting on a sign from the catcher. Pitch on its way. In there for ball 1. This is getting nerve-wracking. It really is.
Grace is in a really good position to do some damage here. They've got 2 on base while it's getting in their heavy hitters of their lineup, so this game could end pretty soon.
Yeah, I could not have said it better myself. Grace is in prime position to do a lot of damage. Swing and a miss. Leaving out 1, 2, and safe. Oh, boy. Ouch. Double play right there at third and second, leaving a man on first. Wasn't
Now
able to
hitting
get
for the
there in
Lancers,
time.
Catcher number 41,
Wow.
Gabe Douglas.
Gabe Douglas now at the bat for Grace right now. 2 outs, just like that. This win is slowly getting out of reach for the Lancers.
Right at him. Man. 2 feet either way. It might have been special. Come on, Gabe. We still got a chance here.
Gabe Douglas now batting. Pitch is on its way, foul ball.
He was right on that. Just under. Go up there again, Mr. Carroll. Give him a mulligan. He can go yard. Anywhere?
He did in the fall earlier. He just hasn't during the spring.
Foul ball, not a foul ball, but a ball. 1-1's the count.
You give anyone a fastball right there on our team, they're liable to take it deep. So Gabe's no exception.
1-1 pitch from Carroll on its way. Ball. Swing out to center field. Will it drop in time? No. That's the end of the ball game, and Spring Arbor wins it 6-4.
Spring Arbor 6, Grace 4. Just a reminder, be back here tomorrow. First pitch will
Man, what a game. Good ball game,
that's
but
the
Grace
final
wasn't
for the
able
day,
to
folks.
pull up on this one. Spring Arbor
Cougars
wins it
win
6-4. Once again,
6-4.
we'll be back here tomorrow
Come
afternoon.
back tomorrow
Game
for
time starts at
doubleheader
noon.
starting at noon.
And, yeah, doubleheader. Hopefully Grace can pull out a win in this series, but only time will tell. Once again, come back here tomorrow. Signing off for Nick Foster and everyone up here in the press box, and for everyone at Grace College. I'm Justin Perry. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
Into the order. My kind of envelope right here. Must be a long one. Righty. Bump, bump.
Do you like salt and vinegar?
I do, but you take
You
them.
take them.
No, you take them.
No, you take them. You take them. They're in your hands. You take them.
I gotta go.
Not anymore.
I gotta go.
Because you were the person I was going to give them to.